You couldn't have read that one. Look at it now. You ain't got that.
Greetings, Mayor and City Council.
Good evening. Good evening.
In a long time. I understand that the mayor selects and governs the Inkster Housing Commission Board of Commissioners, and the Board of Commissioners elect and govern the executive director for Inkster Housing Commission. I am here for a resolution for you to address the Inkster Housing Commission Board of Commissioners with an order of action to acknowledge and address all my past and current housing challenges and complaints moving forward. I'm going to title this 100 Ways to Die in Public Housing, because each day is critical to my household health as well as our lives. I have reached out to the Inkster Housing Commission executive directors, and I say that with the S, on more than one occasion. It's been a revolving seat with that position over the years. To follow up on my past and present requests for a hearing, I'm also checking the status of when a HUD certified licensed contractor inspector will be out in person to inspect my entire home. As you know or not may know, I also CC you to the email. My household was exposed to a deadly toxic gases due to a broken valve on my furnace, on a water tank linked to my furnace. I was told by a maintenance staff member that my home also shows signs of black mold. I also was told that the Parkside Estates was operating on an old power grid, which, in my belief, causes my wall plugins to spark and light bulbs to keep shorten and blow out. And it also broke my dryer. And I also was told that I can't wash at the same time as my neighbor. So I have to listen on the wall to make sure she's not running her appliances before I run mine. Oh, wow. I was told that all my cases were still under investigation. I was just wondering, what is the Inkster Housing Commission investigation policy? Is it 30 days, 90 days, 60 days? How long does the investigation take before I get a hearing? And will I still be granted a hearing, seeing that you only can get 10 days from the initial complaint date to request for one? I'm requesting the same agent that I had, the same agent hearing officer from Port Huron that I was granted 2.5 years ago. But due to her having her baby early and Miss Tamika Sutton resigning from Inkster Housing Commission, it put it on the back burner. And I haven't heard any rescheduling efforts since. I'm requesting for a copy of my previous radon test as well as my current radon test so I could compare the two. I'm requesting for my home to be tested for black mold, and I want the results. I'm requesting for my home electrical wires, boxes, wall sockets, and stations to be checked for shortages, sparks, faulty wear and tear damages. I'm also requesting for my water pipes. I understand that's a different department. Water pipes to be tested for any mold, rusting, possible buildup of deteriorating of pipes, components, and compound residue. Seeing that my household had an ongoing life-threatening issues and situations with prolonged, excessive, unsafe, deplorable, and toxic living conditions and environments, and has consistently been ignored and targeted and denied for fair, equal, decent, safe, affordable housing. Lastly, I'm asking to be immediately moved and granted an emergency Section 8 voucher. I would like the same consideration that the Inkster Housing Commission Board of Commissioners gave Canterbury during that black mold crisis when they had moved off the whole block, and they offered them emergency Section 8 vouchers. They relocated them to other housing commissions, and they got a stipend check. I'm not asking for all that. Just give me my Section 8 voucher and let me go.
Ms. Scott.
And in closing, thank you for your time, efforts, and consideration.
All right, thank you. We're gonna, I'm gonna talk to the building department tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get one of our inspectors over to your apartment so they can take a look at it. And then based on what they find, then we will contact housing and deal with them. Okay, thank you. James Eberhard Jr.